Good morning and welcome to Monday morning of week 2 of fashion school. So I'm trying to prep all of my stuff ahead of time, get all my notebooks ready, figure out that sort of fun thing. Right now I'm prepping all of my seams work. We're going to be learning 6 different types of seams. Some of them are just normal stitching. I mean, they're all just straight stitches, but different, like 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, French seam, flat felled seam, a shirred or gathered seam, and an ease seam. So I just gotta make sure that I get all this cut out so then I can go ahead and get ready for the next part of my day. So now I'm just going to iron everything out, get it all the wrinkles and creases out of every piece of fabric that I've just cut, and I'm going to label them all to make sure that I know which measurement is for which type of seam. I really want to make sure that I get really good at organizing all my stuff now so that when I have more projects that are coming up and more different duties and hopefully eventually job opportunities in this field of fashion, that I will be prepared to be organized and on top of all of my projects. So I'm ironing out everything. I have the heat on a steam setting and I'm just heating up, steaming all the fabric so it's all flat. We do have an iron at school, so even though I'm doing it here, I can definitely, if I cut it out at home, iron it at school right before I work on the pieces. But even though we have a sewing machine a person, we don't always have an iron per person. There's only 2 irons in the room, so I just prefer to do it now so I can kind of work on it and get it out of the way, make it all look nice, and be prepared for class. First couple week classes. So I just picked up my last kit. I actually got the wrong kit. I got a 14 something or other, and most of my classes are 13 members, so I'll open this in a second. This is a Juki sewing machine that we get to use for all of our fashion projects. The bobbin placement is definitely something to get used to, as well as the knee lift for the presser foot. This is my day of school fit. I have these super cute little earrings. class of the day is called Color Theory. So I'm super excited to figure out what all we're learning. What I know for at the moment, it's like the proper market terms to be able to talk about color with clients. And our first project is working on an accurate depiction of the color wheel. On Mondays we have our lectures, and we have a mock project of what we're starting to work on and what we'll be doing on Wednesday. And then we have to bring knowledge and creativity to Wednesday's class because we have a test every Wednesday, and then we have a project that has to be completed within 3 hours and are graded on the accuracy, color, and creativity of the project. And there is Monday down. Yay! Super excited. So I had to park 4-5 blocks away from class today, and so it took me half an hour to find a parking spot. Now we're rushing to class. Yay! Made it to campus. I have 10 minutes before class, so we got here just in time. No time to visit the bookstore beforehand. Gotta go after. So when I made it into my classroom, lo and behold, with the stressing walk running and thinking that I was late, I ended up being the first one to class with 10 minutes to spare. So I took the time to just look around the classroom. So that class was my intro to mass production class, and after that I have a few hours in between before my next class, so it's a snack time and work on my online classes time. My last class of the day is fashion sketching, which I'm super excited about. I keep thinking it's gonna rain today, so my umbrella has gone with me everywhere. But I'm super excited and optimistic that I'll get my supplies for this class soon. That is the last thing, actually, that I need from the bookstore. So I just finished my classes. Thank goodness it's still light outside, but a little worried that it might rain. So go home, do some homework, maybe get to sew a little. I in fact did not get to go straight home. I ran a few errands on the way and picked up some supplies for my Wednesday's color theory project. Wonder what I'm gonna make with roses. So before I left the house today, really fun, my brand new business cards came in. I am super excited with how they look. Today I was really worried about parking because it is raining, yay. And there's the meter. There's the college. And I definitely found a good meter parking spot for my first class. Yay! Not being late to class today for 45 minutes trying to find a parking spot in downtown. Those are definitely the joys of going to college in a downtown city. So my first class of the day is ready to wear, which I'm so excited for. And my first thing I'm doing today is just winding my bobbins, getting them all set and ready so I can thread the machine. And I am really anticipating the click that this is going to do. I try not to jump. I'm trying to hold the camera, but I still jump. So here are all the projects that I've done this week. Today I was working on skirt darts. Last time was seams. And so I have skirt darts, double planted darts, my dart tucks, the cutaway dart, and then this one was a bonus project to do the bodice. This is the color theory project that I kind of mentioned earlier in the video. So right now we're working on subtractive colors, and really just the color wheel is the biggest part of this first project. And my creative way that I thought would be fun to incorporate color and the color scale into my project is to do roses. So I did 12 roses that are the color wheel, and then in the middle you had to have something that was black, dark gray-ish in that light realm of color. I have a lot of fun painting these. I know my face doesn't always exactly convey that emotion because I just hit record and start working on the projects that I'm working on, just as a way to chronologize. I still don't think that's the right way to say it, but as a way to just kind of keep a time capsule of what my projects are and how I'm doing them and what they look like and my progress and knowledge as I go through fashion school. So I just finished all my classes, got that rose project done, that was fun, and now we're headed home. So I just picked up my last kit. This is my sketching kit. So it has some tracing paper, regular paper, some blending stuff, markers, colored pencils, and we'll see what's really in it later once class starts. Okay. Quick outfit check before I head into fashion sketching. And today we're working on magazine tears. So that's literally just when you flip through a magazine and you tear out the full body of models who are there, and then we resize them and draw them out as croquis, which is sketch in French, which is a really cool thing that I learned. So I had a lot of fun going through these magazines because I haven't had a subscription to Vogue or any other fashion type magazine until this year. When I got one for fashion school, like school didn't pay for it. I was like, hey, I'm doing fashion school, so I decided, you know what, for this exact reason of magazine tears and inspiration and stuff, I want to have that resource available to me. So thankfully I was able to get a copy of some of the Vogue so far, and I'm super excited. So it's really just going through, flipping through, and there's a couple of different poses that we needed for class. So I went through and figured out which ones I wanted to work on and tried to focus on getting those types of standing poses. And then I'm just measuring out one of my newspaper print copies, so I can go ahead and start sketching one of those. That's our first big project that's due. We need to have 10 of them ready that are different poses. Some of them are different viewpoints, some of them are different types of sketching. So there was my first official week of fashion school. Week 2 down, and there are 14 more weeks to go in this semester, which is kind of really super entirely crazy to say.